Taking My Time, But I Don't Know Where. Written by cosmicocean on AO3. Read by Alextris. Chapter 18. When Barnes gets to Peter and May's apartment, MJ and Ned are there, and May and Peter are dressed like they're planning to go out. Barnes looks at them warily. He's been in traps. This feels like one. "What are you up to?" he asks. "We're going on an adventure," Ned says brightly, helping Peter get situated with a crutch he's still using to get around. "Uh-huh. What kind of adventure?" "The secret kind." MJ folds her arms. "Don't you know about those?" "Sure," Barnes answers, still wary. "Usually they end in dead people." "Still might this time." "It won't," Peter says hastily. "I promise." Barnes looks at May. "We're turning you into a person," May tells him, "and you don't get a say." "You're turning me into a what?" "You dress like you're in a movie about the Cold War," MJ tells him, "and your hair looks like shit." "What?" Barnes narrows his eyes. Whose idea was this? Ned points at Peter. Peter points at Ned. MJ points at May. "This is dumb. We don't need to do this." "Barnes," May says, in a tone that suddenly and strikingly reminds Barnes of Peggy, "I don't mind you hanging around the apartment all the time, but you look like a serial killer and my neighbours are starting to talk. So I'm taking you to my salon, and then we're going to Macy's. This is not up for debate." Barnes turns those narrowed eyes on May. May remains unruffled. "We got to take the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew with us?" he finally asks. "They refuse to stay at home." "Fine." They all pile into May's car, Ned, Peter and MJ squeezing into the back seat. When they get to the salon, May does all the talking, all "my brother and just got out of a bad breakup and we just want to treat him, you know." She's a better liar than Peter, so the kid really has no excuse. "How do you want it?" May's hairdresser asks as she washes Barnes' hair, which is evidently taking a while. Shoulder length still." He doesn't want to be extremely recognisable, especially because he's followed Steve back to the tower 3 times this week. "Layers?" You're supposed to ask advice from experts when confused. It doesn't come naturally. "Do you think that would be best?" "Yeah, I think you could make that work." "Okay, then that's a good idea." "Good. You got good hair, you know. Good colour. You should wash it more." "Okay." The haircut is bearable. Barnes sits through it patiently as the hairdresser and May chat. The kids sit in the waiting area, Ned and Peter playing some game together on their phone while MJ sketches. When it's done, Barnes peers at himself in the mirror. It looks better. More body, he guesses? He doesn't know. "Good job," he says, because he doesn't know what else to say. "Thanks." "Thank you, and no problem." "So we figure you can keep your tactical get-up," Peter tells Barnes as they walk into the Macy's. "But, you know, more casual too. MJ likes fashion. She's better at this than me." "You can still make grungy work," MJ says briskly. "We just need to buy you some jeans. What bands do you like?" I like Benny Goodman, Frank Sinatra." MJ gives Peter a look that just screams, "How do you expect me to work in these conditions?" "He liked the Beatles when I paid them for him," Peter tells her. "Carly Rae Jepsen too. And the Stones." "Okay, I can make that work." "I bet you were a craftwork guy," Ned tells him. "I don't know what a craftwork guy is." May grabs a cart and MJ piles things into it. Barnes just kinda lets her. He knows when not to interfere with a mission. "This Nirvana shirt would look good on him," MJ muses, holding it up against Barnes's torso. "He doesn't know any Nirvana," Peter points out. His whole thing absolutely says he smells like a teen spirit guy. "Yeah, but if he wears it without knowing who they are, he's a poser." MJ rolls her eyes but puts the shirt back. Barnes tugs the yellow submarine shirt over his head, pulling the black leather jacket on over it. He glances down at the jeans before he steps out of the fitting room. Awkwardly, he spreads his arms a little for MJ, Ned, Peter and May. "Give us a twirl," May tells him. Barnes gives her a baffled look. "Turn around." Barnes does so, slowly. "Holy shit," MJ says. "You've got an ass." Dude, Peter hisses as Ned chokes and May snorts. What? I'm just saying you wouldn't think it to look at him, but you look very nice, Barnes, May tells him. It's acceptable. It is to us. Do you like it? Yeah, I like it okay. Good. We've got a good baseline. Keep trying things on. Barnes gets 6 pairs of jeans, 4 tank tops, 5 band t-shirts, 1 leather jacket, 1 tan canvas jacket, and 1 trench coat. May tries to pay, but Barnes flat out refuses, and that's a battle he at least wins. Next, they take him to CVS. Why? He asks. Because you need shampoo and conditioner for your new hair, May answers brightly. And deodorant, MJ mumbles. I don't need... Barnes starts. Yes, you do, the 4 of them say in haunting unison, and Barnes subsides into a sullen but acquiescing silence. This is where you live? May asks as they drop the bags off at Barnes's hotel room. Yeah. May purses her lips. Get changed into a new outfit, MJ instructs, and then we're going out to eat. Barnes sits at the booth next to May in jeans, an Emotion t-shirt, and his trench coat. The pizzeria they're at is also an arcade, and the kids have immediately occupied themselves with games. Barnes looks at May. What was all this really about? May smiles slightly. Peter's worried you're depressed, she tells him. He thought a change would be a good place to start. I'm not depressed. May gives him a look. I'm not that depressed. Well, keep on top of your physical appearance. It'll make Peter feel better, which will probably make you feel better. Barnes! Barnes looks up to see Peter, MJ, and Ned clustered together. We want to win these Bluetooth speakers, Peter tells him, but they cost like a lot of tickets. But they've got shooting games, so we thought maybe you could win us the tickets, because you seem like you'd be pretty good at that. Barnes looks at Peter's wide-open, earnest face and smiles slightly. Yeah, kid, he says. I'm coming.